be the last word.
Thank you so much, sir. This is Shafiq Hamdam. I'm a political analyst, and I have an observation and question. My observation is it's not very scientific, but it's more of an analogy. That as we witness in Afghanistan, that an insurgent groups raised as Mujahideen have been fighting, ruling, and back and forth since 35 years. While comparing to Taliban, they were weakened. And we see Taliban are right now there. They came after Mujahideen. Don't you think, I would expect Mujahideen to remain, influential force in Afghanistan for at least 2 more decades. If this is true, if they can remain for 2 more decades while they have been already, spent 35 years ruling Afghanistan and sharing powers, don't you think Taliban will be having the same influence or at certain level an influence for upcoming decades even? If so, what's the strategic solution? If we have one solution, do you think that the High Peace Council can resolve this issue, particularly with new appointment? Because as we have been witnessing, within the government, there's no reconciliation, and the party even has not forgotten the Ministry of Defense, acting Minister of Defense, who been a victim, and the party, the Jamaat Islami party, blame the guy, and they has not forgotten their own friend. How do we expect that the party or the person who is leading member of the party will reconcile with Taliban overall? Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Well, let's look at it from a different angle. Before 9/11, there was a war, and that war was between warlords. There was no right and wrong in that. One was calling themselves as the Islamic State, and the other one was calling itself the Islamic Emirate. But in fact, they were warring factions, and they were warlords. Huh? Now, if they now, one of them called themselves the Mujahideen, going back to a title that they had earlier in the anti-Soviet Union war, that's just a title. I think there is no longer something as we can call it Mujahideen. They are now transformed into political party. Like you name Jamaat Islami. Jamaat Islami is no longer a Mujahideen party. It's a political party now. It has parliamentarians, it has a role in government, it has a share in government. And so is the other one. The Hizb Islami is also not 100%, but maybe 80% of it is already transformed into a political party. All the others are transformed into a political party. My dream or our dream is that Taliban also one day become transformed into a political party like their predecessors have become. And that would be the time we can have a sustainable solution to a problem.
Well, on that note, I want to thank all of you for having come here this afternoon. And I want to extend a very special thanks to Mr. Galsai for coming and spending the time to talk to us and very patiently answer the questions that were asked. Thank you very much.
My pleasure. Thank you very much.